I think one of the biggest misconceptions that families go through when they have an alcoholic in the family is when they enable the family member. Now they think they're helping them a lot of the times by, offering them a place to live, making sure that they're safe and comfortable, maybe giving them money, and they're trying to control the situation. At least they have an eye on what's going on. Unfortunately, that's probably the worst thing you can do for an alcoholic because what you're doing is you're enabling that activity, you're enforcing their bad behavior. They don't have to do anything because everything is taken care of and they can continue to drink, which will be their main focus. And a lot of families don't understand that this is a mental health issue and everything comes before that. The alcohol will become before every other relationship. If it's your parents, your siblings, if you have your own children, and sometimes your own life. Understanding that and understanding your part in it as a family member is crucial to helping the alcoholic in your family. And unfortunately, so many families don't really understand this. They think that by having their loved one in a safe place and they're able to watch them and really kind of monitor what they're doing, that they're doing the right thing, when in fact they're probably doing the absolutely worst thing they could do, enabling the alcoholic in your life by allowing them to continue with the behavior, not setting boundaries, not making absolutes, not making any demands because they're worried about the reaction that the alcoholic is going to give, because they think the alcoholic they're holding the ball, like they have the leverage, when in fact the family has the leverage. They just need to act upon that leverage. And by leverage, I mean you need to set up an intervention, or you need to have serious conversations and set boundaries. This is a time, not always, but in many cases, it's time for tough love. It's time to, you're either going to go to rehab, you're going to stop drinking, you're going to go to some kind of outpatient facility, or the nature of our relationship is going to change. You're not going to be able to live here anymore. We're no longer going to provide you with money or food or a place to live. These are boundaries that must be set in place. This isn't the scenario every time, but you need to find leverage as a family and understand the role that you play in that alcoholic's life. At the very least, you have to be cognizant of what role that you're playing. Now, for parents and for spouses, this can be especially difficult because you have a unique relationship. Obviously, these are people that you normally will not abandon, and you cannot abandon under normal circumstances unless they're putting you in harm's way. But you have to understand this can be a time for tough love. This is a time to make that person grow up and really focus on what they need to do. And they need to focus because you can express your boundaries and they will no longer have an easy pathway. It's not supposed to be easy. It's just supposed to be correct. And by correct, I mean the alcoholic needs to focus on what they need to do to obtain sustainable sobriety forever. And that can be detox rehab, it could be group therapy, it can be AA, it can be smart recovery, it can be outpatient recovery, it can be sober living, and they need an accountability partner. All of these things need to come into play. They're all unique situations, but they need to be part of recovery. And the alcoholic, more than anything, has to meet the person halfway, they have to meet the family halfway, and they have to agree to do these things, and they need to follow through with them. If they're no longer being enabled, they're not going to have anything to fall back on, and it's an incentive. It's not always 100% foolproof by any stretch, but it's an incentive for them to take action, and to follow through, excuse me, and to finish what they started. And on that note, if you're looking for personal one-on-one coaching, training, mentorship, and education for both the family and the alcoholic, click on the link above, schedule a breakthrough call. I've helped thousands of alcoholics, and just as importantly, I've helped their families. And again, please like, share, and comment. We also have a Facebook group called Amanda, A Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism, which goes over these issues and so much every day. It's also becoming a pretty good support group. And again, thanks for listening.